it is Gita Ji's birthday. We will just dedicate this class to her. I'm not sure exactly how old she would have been, but she died when she was only, I think, 74. So it's 76 she would have been. So we will cross our least favorite crossing in. And as you can see, I have a whole lot of space hanging. So this knee is not supported. So I'm going to take a blanket, fold it, and see that that knee also has support. Widen your seat. And then with your hands back, take that very, very outer corner of your shoulder back. And keep your eyes open a little bit higher than your horizon. And with your eyes open, take the time to observe your evenness. If you feel heavier on one buttock, fix it. That's my situation. You feel one shoulder rolls back more than the other, fix that. Observe that evenness with your eyes still open. And then close your eyes and bring your hands to your heart. Still those shoulders back, that armpit chest forward, shoulder blades deeper into yourself. And now with each inhalation, open yourself up as a flower does. It's just a very beautiful image. But inhaling, feel yourself open up. And then on your exhalation, feel yourself coming more into yourself. So you're not losing that extension and that openness that you found on the inhalation. You use that openness to go deeper into yourself. You may join me in the Oms or stay silent, your choice. In any case, remain erect, upright, even, steady, and still. Relift your chest, and then as you bow your head towards your heart, do so with gratitude, devotion, and humility. Release your hands on your legs and then slowly lift your head up. Open your eyes. Okay. Stand up in Tadasana. Just stand in the middle of your mat. Have a brick nearby for something later. Okay, as you did in your Swastikasana, take those very outer corner of your shoulders back. Take your thighs back. Lift your sternum. Lift this top chest as if you could, take your hands and lift those clavicle bones, embedding the shoulder blades deeper into your back. Tailbone forward, thighs back. Tailbone forward, thighs back. Okay, then release. Okay, you're going to bend down and you're going to fix one foot in Tadasana, and I'm going to come a little bit closer to show you. But what I'm doing is I'm spreading the foot
from the ball of the foot to the outer foot, from the arch to the outer arch, from the inner heel to the outer heel.
So you'll do that just on your right leg, back like you're doing Tadasana, bend forward and spread. So hold your big toe and spread the toes. Make more space between your toes. Spread that arch area, spread inner heel to outer heel. Now, don't do it on your left leg and stand up. Tadasana. Observe what you feel. Do you feel a difference? I can say things, I can suggest things, but I want you to observe and feel. Okay, now leave that one, come down and do the left leg. So spread, left foot, spread the toes from inside to outside, spread the middle of the foot, spread the heel. Join your feet completely. Press your thighs back, lift the inner thighs up and back. Roll the shoulders back, Tadasana. Turn your palms to face the camera. And now take your arms out to the side. Pull those outer upper arms back towards the sides. So that this area is firmly pulled in and strong. And now exhale, take the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Keep feeling what you feel in your feet. Feet press down, legs lift up. Tailbone stays in, reach up. Lift yourself up so your legs are light and free. And then exhale, arms down. Okay, so that's just a little tiny bit of something. In fact, just sit down, come forward, and listen for a moment. Some of you know that I was a very busy girl this weekend. I had a workshop each day, Saturday, then I taught Saturday afternoon, and then on Sunday I had an ethics required for teachers, Iyengar yoga teachers. But anyway, I digress. I took a class with Eyal Shifroni, who is the chair yoga guru, and he shared with us this quote, and it's a Gita quote, which is very appropriate for today. Whenever asana is done mechanically from the front brain, that's the brain that does things, immediate brain, the action is felt only on the periphery of the body, the outer body. And there is no inner sensation. There is no luminous inner light. If the asana is done with continual reference to the back of the brain, there is reaction to each action. Do you understand that? There is a reaction to each action. Very important, okay? And then there is sensitivity. Then life is not only dynamic, but it is also electrified with our own life force. Do you want that in your life? Pretty cool, huh? So you can have it. I can say things, I can give you directions, but you have to feel that. So what is required is tremendous amount of this mind-body connection. Mind-body connection. Eyal, his most recent book, his newest book, which I do not own yet, but I'm going to get after this workshop, is called The Psychophysical Lab. Psychophysical. And guess what the psychophysical lab is? Your body. It's the only thing, the only avenue, vehicle that we have to get to here. So we're going to try some standing poses today, and I just want you to try to think about not, even though I'm throwing out directions and whatnot, but think about not being so mechanical. Your pose is, your pose. It's not my pose. I know what I need to do in Utthita Trikonasana, but do you know what you need to do? So those kinds of things. All right, so stand up in Tadasana and jump or step your feet apart for Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Sorry, Utthita Hasta Padasana. Just the legs apart. So from Tadasana, jump or step, does not matter to me. Okay, look at the space between your legs and broaden the pelvis. The abdomen stays relatively soft and back. Reach your arms out to your sides. Utthita Hasta Padasana. Now, here, as you did in your Swastikasana, can you observe your evenness? Observe the evenness of the body. Do you feel like you're standing more heavily on the right side, more heavily on the left side? Press down into those feet and pull those inner thighs up and pull the outer thighs in towards the hip socket, towards the buttock flesh. Feel what you feel. Observe what you observe. Shoulder blades in to your back, into yourself. Lift your top chest. Spread the clavicles. Be happy with the space you create. Okay, rest the arms for a moment. Hands on your hips. Okay, now turn your turn your left toes in just a bit, 10, 15 degrees, and turn your right leg out. Extend your arms. Parshva Hasta Padasana. Okay, so though the legs are doing something different, the trunk remains facing forward. So lift up this right hip of yours, side of your hip, by pressing down into that front foot and pulling up that front thigh. Extend the arms. Feel what you feel. Feel the evenness of your trunk, though the legs are doing something different. Okay, rest your arms. Take your feet back to center. Wait there. Find your evenness once again. Observe. Feel deeply on the inside. Try to connect that mind, body to the back brain. It's easier said than done. Extend the arms. Turn your right toes in. Turn the left leg out. So what happens mostly is we do this. We don't stand up on the legs. So we have to press down in the feet, pull up through the legs, move that left buttock under you more, and stand up this side body. So that it's the left ribs, right ribs, are not further out in front of the right. Okay, and then turn back to center, jump or step, repeat Tadasana. Okay, you don't have to physically do it now, but can you do it without your hands? Can you put your mind in your feet and extend the balls of the feet, the soles, spread your toes, press the horseshoe shapes of your heels down into the floor. Stand up tall with your thighs, hips compact, shoulder blades in. Turn your palms to face the camera and take your arms up for Urdhva Hastasana. Shoulders back. So if I show you from the side, you have the opportunity to see from the side. Shoulders, if this is my back, this is the front of the shoulder, this is the back of the shoulder. So the back of the shoulder has to go back. Back of the shoulder, back. Take your arms back and lift your sternum up. Be tall in the pose. Okay, and exhale, reach the arms down. All right, so for this version of Utthita Trikonasana, if you can not get your hand, have a block. We'll see if you need it. From Tadasana. Bring your hands up, jumper step, a wide distance apart. Okay, now take your arms down like Tadasana, but turn your palms towards the camera. So I'm doing this, but my arms are behind me. So roll those shoulders back. I'll show you from the side because it's very telling. So you see how far back my shoulders are? So I'm not doing this casually. I'm rolling those shoulders back and reaching the palms down to the floor. So do that. Okay, turn your left toes in, turn your right leg out. Keep reaching. And now exhale over. You can take the front hand, which will be your right, along your shin. Now grasp onto that shin as if it was dear life. You're holding on for dear life. I'm not allowing that bottom shoulder to roll forward. Pull it back by this grip of the hand. Pull it up and to keep that bottom shoulder back. Now your top arm is reaching parallel to your trunk. Palm facing the camera. Okay, now it's the top chest has to go back. And the sternum has to lift, top chest. And now you're just looking from the camera, you're looking to the wall in front of you or in front of your right foot. Get that top shoulder back and reach it away from you. You get the action? Are you there? Mind toward the back of your skull as you take that head back. Okay, and now inhale and come up. Gita's phrase, not mine. I want to see a fingers, thumbs up or down. Have you understood? Yes, I don't see any down. Okay, good. All right, so on this second side, we're going to do it a little bit different, not too much. I'll run out of time if I don't. We'll try it on the second side. Maybe the second side is your more difficult side. Jump or step your feet apart. Find your evenness. Stretch your arms down like Tadasana, palms facing the camera. Roll that very outer corner of the shoulder back. Tailbone forward. Okay, now turn your right toes in and left leg out. Exhale, be in the pose. The arm is alongside, palm faces the camera. Now this time, I want you to widen your stance by just sneaking that back leg back. So back leg goes back. The top arm goes back with that back leg. Reach. So somebody is pulling your wrist. That top arm, pulling my wrist towards the foot behind me. Now, the front arm has to pull up strongly to get that left shoulder tucked under, left shoulder blade in. And now I open my chest, top chest, head back, and I look at the wall in front of your left foot. Oh, pry. You can even do a little pumping action. Pump the chest open a few times. Pump, pump, head back. This arm is, top arm is very strong. Head back. Okay, and then inhale and come up. Turn the feet back to center. Jumper step. Wow, dynamic way to do Utthita Trikonasana. Okay, Utthita Parshvakonasana. I'd love to repeat that, but again, we'll run out of time. From Tadasana, inhale, exhale, jump or step. Arms like Tadasana, palms facing forward. Turn your right toes in, turn your left leg out. Bend the knee to form a square. And bend it, bend it, bend it. Dig the right buttock under you more. Turn your chest to face forward. Exhale, take the hand either on the floor or a brick. And the top arm is alongside of you, just like it was in Utthita Konasana. Now, shoulder back, arm back. Shoulder back, arm back. I'm touching my wall behind me. Keep moving the outer knee against the bottom arm, the buttock forward, under you more, and push your shoulder blades deeper into your back. Once again, top chest, sternum. Look at the wall in front of your right foot. Open your chest, arm back. Open your chest, arm back. Open your chest, arm back. Back leg has to stay very strong. Lift that inner back top of the thigh, this area. All right, and then inhale, come up. I would stop and ask how you're doing, but I'll just assume you got it. Rest there for a moment. Ask yourself a little bit along the way, maybe every third or fourth breath, you ask yourself, where's my mind? Is it doing what I'm being asked to do? Turn your right toes in, turn your left leg out. Arms like Tadasana. Turn the trunk to face forward. Bend the knee to form a square. Really bend at the root of the thigh. And then exhale over. Palm faces the camera. Roll that top shoulder back. Take the arm back. Arm back. Uncover your chest. Watch the bottom shoulder, that it's not coming forward. Keep it back. That's why I said, if you need help, you can have a brick. So roll that top arm back and keep your chest facing the camera. Now, strong action. Rolling that top shoulder back, stretching that arm away. Somebody's pulling your wrist towards that back leg. Now, head, pump the top, you can pump the chest, broaden the clavicles, and now look beyond your left toes. Keep that arm back. And release and come up. Stand in Tadasana. How we doing? Is it too hard? So if you have, let's see. If you can't do Shirshasana, Shirshasana is a problem. You have pain in Shirshasana. This shoulder work is invaluable. Invaluable. So we're going to repeat that, but let me I'm going to show you from an angle. So just watch for a moment. Let's see. Which way? I think this angle will be good. It's hard to talk and do this, so is the view okay? You can see what I'm doing? Okay, now this elbow is going to be allowed to bend. So do you see where my shoulder and my elbow are in the same plane? So it bends and then it reaches. So it stays behind my ear. Can you see that? So it's that bending of the elbow. It stays behind the ear and then it goes overhead. Try it. All right, so we're back to Utthita Konasana on the right side. Step the feet a wide distance apart. Take the arms like Tadasana with the palms facing forward and really reach those arms down. Pull that outer shoulder back. the very, very outer corner of the shoulder. I wish I could, right there where there's no more bone. Here's the top of the shoulder, there's bone. Right here, there's no bone. Pull that well back and move the shoulder blades deeper into your back. Okay, now exhale, bend to a square. You have to come down into your square completely, Mike. Yeah, bend. Go down, Suzette, if you can. Keep the back leg really strong. Okay, and now take that top arm back, way, way, way back. Way, way, way back. And where the elbow is, it doesn't change. Then the elbow bends, and then goes straight overhead. Don't torque your wrist. Mike, that's torquing your wrist. Have a flat palm from the top of your arm bone to your palm. That's better. Good. Elbow straight, really straight, arm back behind your ear. Some of you are not bending all the way to your square. So if you, I'm not gonna single you out. You have to know who you are, though. Can you observe yourself? Have you bent? Have you brought that right buttock under you more? Have you turned your bottom ribs to stack up underneath your top ribs? You should feel a tremendous stretch on the whole left side of the body. All right, then inhale, come back up. Just stand in Utthita Hasta Padasana. And ready to go again. Stretch your arms, Utthita Hasta Padasana. Turn the left toes in, right toes in, left leg out. Bend the knee. So some of you are stopping here. It's not parallel to the floor. So the bend has to be, this turning out of the top thigh and the plugging in of the buttock. Plug that buttock in, go down to form into your square. Then reach the hand to the floor or a brick. Take that arm, so somebody's pulling your left wrist away. So you start to open up your top chest, move the bottom ribs out in front, and then you can arch top chest, sternum, head back, and now reach that arm back. Reach it back, bend the elbow. So my hand, my thumb is near my shoulder. Then reach the arm. So the arm goes behind the ear. Reach and stretch, reach and stretch. So think about what I said about that mechanical thing. Don't do so mechanically, but feel yourself on the inside, what effects you are having in the shoulder. Capsules, especially. Yeah, don't let your head go down though, Mike. Yeah, the head is not parallel to the floor. All right, and now inhale and come up. All right, be in Uttanasana with your arms down. So feet apart, spread, open up the bottoms of your feet, concave, and then down. Just let your trunk go down. Legs strong, feet pressing, inner thighs lifting up, backs of the thighs spreading out. Use this Uttanasana to recover. All right, slowly inhale, come on. So we're going to do Ardha Chandrasana, but if you feel the need for a wall, take it. It's your Ardha Chandrasana, not mine. If you feel the need for a brick, take it. If you feel the need for a chair, take it. Now, the other thing I'd like to say after having said all that, you know what you need to do a nice Ardha Chandrasana. The other thing I'd like to say is if you always use the same prop, why not, have a little faith in your practice, in the teachers who have been teaching you for these months on end. and see what happens. Say you used a chair, maybe you go to a brick. Say you've always used a brick, maybe you try the floor. You don't have to do so today, but just be thinking about it in your own practice. Take what you need. Stand up straight in Tadasana. Stand firmly into your own 2 feet. Spread, open up the bottoms of the feet. Roll that very, very outer corner of your chest. So it's a strong action in those outer corner of the shoulders and a lift in the chest. Thighs back, tailbone forward, like you're squeezing a brick. I wish we could do that today. We did a lot of that over the weekend. You're squeezing a brick and taking that brick back to the wall behind you. Okay, bring your hands up to your chest, jump or step the feet a wide distance. I have to go a little bit over to this side because I'm doing the opposite side. Turn your left toe in, turn your right leg out. Exhale, be in Utthita Trikonasana with the top arm. Hey, we've been doing it, so let's keep doing it. Palm facing forward and shoulder back. Okay, now what about your bottom shoulder? It has to stay tucked in closer to the body so those ribs can be uncovered. Those ribs can be, these bottom ribs can come to the front of the post. Okay, then bend the knee to get the hand on the floor, somewhere near your front foot. Now step up halfway. Look at your space. Halfway with just your big toe on the floor. Just your big toe. Can you see? Just my big toe. Okay, then I reach the hand out a little bit further, maybe 12, 14 inches away from the front foot in line with the little toe. And then I take that leg up and I straighten the bottom leg. Keep reaching the arm alongside the trunk. Doesn't have to be more than parallel to the floor. Roll that top shoulder back. And now the work in the top chest. So same action, top chest. Move the shoulder blades deeper into you and look at the wall in front of your right foot. Broaden your collarbones, clavicles. Move the shoulder blades in. Make that back leg absolutely firm. I said you could use the wall. Take what you need. Be steady. Keep reaching that arm. Somebody's pulling that top leg and that top arm in the opposite direction. Turn your ribs. Be in your back body. Be in your back brain. Okay, bend the knee. Reach the leg back. End in a nice Utthita Trikonasana. And then inhale and come up. Okay, it looked like some of you stayed longer than you have before. So this action of the shoulders makes this pose very much a stronger, more stable pose. Okay, to the left for y'all. Take that back arm down now. Utthita Trikonasana. Roll that top shoulder back. Someone's reaching your right wrist towards that foot. Uncover your bottom ribs, stack your ribs, pull that left shoulder blade into you more and away from your ear. Now bend your left leg, reach your hand out, step up halfway, reach the hand out more, 10, 12, 14 inches, and now slowly lift that leg, reach that top arm. So I've got the wall. It's hard to talk and do this pose. The wall is helpful. So I reach that top arm, move the bottom shoulder blade deeper into my back, and now reach the top chest, sternum, open up my top chest, And look at that wall in front of you. Make that back leg really strong. Make the standing leg very firm. Knee firm. Okay, then bend the knee. Reach that back leg back. And Utthita Trikonasana with the arm up. Woo, look how easy that arm goes up. Because your chest is so nice and open. Do you feel it? Have you understood? Jump or step the feet back together. All right, from what I can see, good job. Does anybody have any questions moving forward? Get how important the shoulder action is? All right, we're gonna skip that. All right, we're gonna take Parivrtta Trikonasana 2 ways. Basically, the first way will be the easy way. We're gonna take it from Parsvottanasana. So I'd like it if I'll just do the same leg as you. So your left foot is at the wall, your right leg, so turn about 70 degrees in, and your right foot is forward. We'll do this again. Palms facing forward. Lock those elbows and move that upper arm back. So I'm pressing down so much on this front foot, pulling up this thigh that I'm standing my trunk up over my hips, not over my thigh. Okay, so I'm going ahead and I'm gonna curl the neck back. I don't think Marsha's here today, but I've been working on this and I'm getting better with my neck. So I think some of this stuff is happening. So I keep the shoulders working and I keep the arms working and my head goes back and then I keep the head there and hands down. You can have bricks here as needed. Okay, so keep the hips, are we there? Yeah, so keep the hips level. First, your left hand is just inside your foot. Your right hand comes to your right hip. Now, just start to turn from this left shoulder blade. Turn, turn, turn. Left shoulder blade. Turn. Now, can you sneak the left hand on the outside of the right leg and turn some more? Turn some more, turn some more. Now, if you've turned enough, that top arm goes up easily. If you have not turned enough, the top arm will struggle. So you decide where you are. Turn, turn, turn. Keep bringing the bottom shoulder blade under you more. Don't change the hips. Keep the legs strong. Now head back, Soko. Head back, yeah. Head back, Mike. Head back. Yeah, and you don't have to take that top arm up if you haven't turned enough. If it doesn't come up easily and it's not right over your shoulder, Mike and Kathy Beckman, then it's hard. So work on the turning first. All right, then inhale and come up. Change your legs. Right foot back, stapled by the wall. Foot turned out 70 degrees. Step your left leg forward. Arms like Tadasana, palms facing forward. Roll that outer corner of the shoulder back. Okay, then lift this top chest, sternum, up, 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 up. Curl the head and neck back. Look at the ceiling. Focus as if you're trying to read something on the ceiling. Really focus. Then exhale, come forward, hands down between that left foot. Keep the legs really strong. Pull up the kneecaps, pull up the thighs, press that back thigh back. So you start to turn and you just have the right hand near the inside of the left foot. Left hand on the hip. start to turn. So elbow is bent, start to turn. Turn some more, turn some more, turn some more. Move from that right bottom outer shoulder blade. Then can you change the hand to the outside of the foot and turn more and turn more. Now head back, sternum towards the chin, chin away from the sternum, and maybe that arm goes right up. Turn your back body, mind in your back body, mind in your back brain. Ask yourself, where's my awareness? Head back, Suzette, head back, yes. It's almost like a curling action of that upper chest. Head back, Mike, head back, Mike. Nice. So inhale and come up. Just stand in Tadasana. Because we're going to repeat this a different way. I have to show you first, I think. So just come closer to your cameras. Let's see. Think this way. I'm fine with you having the wall again. I'm just showing you so that you can, this is the best angle, I think. So we did it from Parshvottanasana. This time we're going to turn first. Turn first. So I kind of relate this to a little bit to Mrityasana, where I first just have you put the hand on the outer knee. Well, this time you're going to take the opposite hand to the outer top of the thigh. So I'm just going to turn. Don't do it yet, Mike. Don't do it, because then you'll be exhausted. So watch me. So see how much I'm turning? The wall might help you. Have your leg on the back wall. So see how much I'm turning? Yeah, I'm almost, my left ribs are almost to the camera. So I'm turning. Okay, now this was top thigh. Now I go to maybe middle thigh. I keep turning. Middle thigh. Middle thigh. Maybe don't grab on your knee. Grab above it or below it. Woo. The wall will help you. Turn, turn. Now see here, I've got just below my knee, I'm bending the left elbow and turning my chest more. Let me get my stability back. Can you see? I bend the bottom elbow, pull that shin to bring the trunk on around. To bring the trunk on around. Then the hand is here. If I've turned enough, the arm goes up easily. If I haven't turned enough, that's my pose. So I'd rather you have the elbow bent. Don't worry about the straightening of the arm. Okay, so left heel at the wall. Right leg up. Okay, stand up firmly and put your weight back over your hips. Pull that buttock flesh down. Arms can be like Tadasana, but palms facing forward for the preparatory part. Okay, now right away, start turning. Put your right hand on your top waist and your left hand top thigh. How we doing? Top thigh. Or wherever it'll go. Some of that thigh. So, keep in mind, you're turning more from the waist up, right? Your stability are your hips. So keep turning the waist more, the rib cage more, the shoulders more. Okay, now you're at your second place. Turn towards the straight leg, Mike. Turn towards the straight leg. Yeah, your right leg is forward, your left leg is back. Now your left hand goes outside your right thigh. Don't go down yet. Don't go down. Extend up. Extend up. Yeah. This is just for Mike. He was in the wrong place, so I just got him back with the rest of us. So you guys can keep turning. That's better, Mike. Now put your mind in your back waist, in your back ribs, in the back, the shoulder blades. Move the shoulder blades away from your neck so your head has room to extend. Okay, now can you change your hand to either below the knee or above the knee? And then you keep going. Bricks are fine, but have the brick very close to you. Very close to the foot or the calf. Okay, so squeeze those outer hips in toward each other and twist your trunk. Turn your back body towards the camera, or if it's your front body going towards the camera. And now a little bit of that, top chest opening more, chin away from the sternum, sternum forward and up. Now reach that top arm up and see what happens. Oh, look at that. Don't bend your wrist, Chaya. Straight hand, reach your fingers. All right, and then inhale, come up. Did you understand? And how about this? Tell me which one, go like this, 1 or 2. Which way did you like better? You haven't done the second side, but which way? Aha. Some people like 1, some people like the second. All right, so, in your own practice, right? This is why you're doing this. We can bombard you, Gita says, we can bombard you with instructions, but in your own practice, you have to find out what works best for you. And I'm fine if, I have you do something one day and you say, and I look at you oddly and say, why are you doing it that way? And you said, oh, it's because I've discovered on my own practice that this is best for me. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We are here to help you grow your practice. That's our main purpose.
Cheryl, I have a question. My
Yep.
back heel keeps coming up whenever.
Your back heel.
Yeah.
I think it took me about 10 years to get my back heel now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In fact,
Thank you.
Mary asked me that once. Can't remember in what pose it was. It was either downward dog or Vera 1. And I told her it was either 7 or 10 years, but I think in this pose it was 10.
Wow. All right.
So yeah, have patience. We have to have the faith, gosh, I was going to save this for the end of class, but the fact is we can't be tied to that outcome. So of getting our heel down, we can't say, oh, that's my goal. That's my goal. We have to be tied to the ultimate effects in the asana. That's what we have to focus on. So again, mechanical, we can't do things so mechanically. All right, I'll make that more clear later. Say your right leg is back and your left leg is forward. Yeah, and I had a student tell me, that I'm pretty hard on you. Well, I'm hard on you for your own good health. So here I am, and I'm going to start turning, and I'm going to put my right hand on the top or even to the side of my left thigh. And I'm turning in right where my hand is, right? My rib, my waist and my ribs. I turn, I keep turning. That hand can travel down, keep turning. Now it's going to my shin, and boy, the shin really helps me get that shoulder through, that back of the shoulder, outer shoulder blade, I'll call it, through. Then the hands on the floor. Ooh, I turn. I get a couple of pops. My head should move away. My chin should move away from my sternum. And then my arm goes right up. Press that back heel down. from lengthening, so go from lengthening the top of the thigh all the way to the heel. Head back, everyone, head back. Open that top chest. Wow, nice. Yeah. All right, come up off the strength of your legs. Inhale, stand up, take your feet a distance apart. Do concave uttanasana. If you need bricks, take them. And then walk the hands back near the feet and let the trunk descend. When you let the trunk descend, don't let all the weight stay on those heels, but let the weight come forward so that the bottom area of the buttock flesh, where the hamstring kind of meets the buttock flesh, that kind of cascades over towards your back, and you let that low back release. All right, guys, good job. Okay, Prasarita Padottanasana. Come up, take your feet a wide distance apart. We're gonna hold the ankles. We'll go forward and then hold the ankles. If you use a chair, you can use the chair to go forward. So just for fun, because we've been doing it so much. Arms like Tadasana. Pin those outer shoulders back. Lift your chest, lift your top chest. Up, up, up. Palms face the camera. Okay, and now you can look up. So you're lifting this top chest so much that the head just wants to go back. Look at the wall behind you. And now exhale, come forward. Take your hands right underneath your shoulders. Press the feet, pull up through your thighs, especially the inner legs have to lift. Then walk your hands back. Take your full pose. Head down or hands forward. Does the little bit more of the dynamic work that you did today make your brain come to a quieter place? You can hold your ankles and pull the trunk in closer, or you can place your hands in between your feet, pressing the hands down, lift your shoulders up. Let that top of the buttock descend. Trunk down, legs up. Where is your mind's awareness? Keep it in the pose. Okay, just 20 more seconds. Stay. Let the effects of that, Shirshasana, like all the brain, the blood coming to the brain, let those effects be felt. Any of this inversion work makes you smarter, feeds, flushes the brain with fresh blood. Okay, and then come to the concave. And then come up strongly, or you can heel toe a couple times in and then jump or step the feet together. All right. Parigasana, gate pose, Parigasana. I like it ideally if you could have the wall on your right side. I'm going to show you this side because I don't want to turn my back to you. But just watch first. It's pretty simple. But I've got some padding here. Ideally, I like to have the padding so it's not on my foot. So it's like this. I'll show you from behind, this way. So the ankle is right there at the end of the blanket and I can press the foot firmly down. But I'm facing you, so I'm turning it like this. And I sit down in Vajrasana. Then to come up, I want to maintain the firmness of the shins pressing down. And I come up on, as Mike was saying, as we get older, these muscles, they want to just fall down. So I have to pull, when I come up, I press those shins down so much and I pull the thighs up. I pull the hamstring up to the buttock crease. Okay, then you'll take your right leg out so that it's level, so the front of the ankle is level to your knee. I'll wait till everybody is in this position, and then let me just do one other little thing. I need to scoot a little bit away because the second time when we repeat this pose, we're going to be straightening the leg into the wall. I may need to move my camera slightly down. Have a brick. Put it there in front of your foot that's going out to the side. All right, so from Vajrasana, I strongly lift up, I press, you'll be pressing your left shin firmly down, and you take your leg in a Parsvakonasana fashion. With your hand, help to roll that thigh out and move your left buttock under you more. Okay, one arm, your right, left arm is like it has been the whole class, Tadasana with the palm facing forward. Your other arm is inside the bent knee. Okay, now you stand up, this thigh doesn't go anywhere. It stays right there, vertical. And you're bending from that thigh crease, and you're trying, see I already have to change my brick to the tall brick, the second tall brick, and my hand comes to the brick. Okay, so remember the back arm, the shoulder, how much I had to go back. So it's going back, and I'm reaching the palm facing you guys, and it's going back. Ooh. That's all you're doing to start. Head back to sternum, up, top chest lifted. Yeah. Ooh. All right, and then come up, switch. So you can just turn around, sit in Vajrasana. Inhaling, come up on the strength of your legs, take your left leg out. Use your hand to help roll that thigh out and move that bent knee buttock under you more. Reach the right arm at your side, left arm on the inside of the knee. Inhale, push into that bottom shin. Exhale. Take the arm over, trunk over. You can catch the brick and turn and reach that arm behind you. Turn the bottom ribs, move the bottom ribs out in front of you more. Shoulder back, head back. Good. All right, inhale, come up, sit back down in Vajrasana. All right, now the brick is not going to be a factor. Let me just show first, because in my practice this morning, I did not have time to practice this pose, so let's just see how it goes. So I come up, I first take the leg out. I'm going to do everything I did before. Then watch, I'm just going to straighten. I might not be in the right position. Yep. Need a little bit more room. I'm just going to straighten the bottom leg until the toes go to the wall. So remember, this stays vertical. Straighten, 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 straighten. Toes go to the wall. So now my hand is almost near my foot. Okay, then this top arm goes back, 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 back. And then guess what? It's going to the wall behind your head. The wall behind your head. Turn, turn, turn. Dig that front buttock under you more. And reach as far back behind your head as possible. Whew. Good, Mike. That's good for you. Head back. Nice. Yeah, doing it from the chair. Kathy, it's all right. Yeah. Yeah. Fold at the crease. Keep digging that front buttock under you more, turning your ribs. Hand back at any amount. How about the hand, Chaya? Yeah. No, top arm back. Armpit chest, well open. Reach your top armpit chest. Reach it towards the wall. Uncover those ribs. Head back, Julia. Head back. There you are. Nice. Oh, nice. Ooh. Parigasanas. Head back, Karen. Head back. Yeah, and if you want to if you can't reach the wall, then it's a goal, right? But you keep the head back and you really reach that top armpit chest towards the wall. Okay, sit back in Vajrasana. This used to be one of my most dreaded poses. Most dreaded poses. So in order to do it on the second side, I have to turn my back to you. Who knows, you might learn something. So I sit in Vajrasana with my ankles just over that blanket's edge. Strongly come up, bend the knee, arm like Tadasana with the palm facing forward, straightening that, I'll call this the back arm. This is the bottom arm, back arm, elbow straight, and then I go over, keep pressing down on that bottom shin, and then I reach the leg out, and when you know, I didn't give myself enough room again. Toes to the wall. Okay, then I reach that arm back, open your chest, and then up, take it behind you, any amount, head back, reach. Pull this bottom thigh up. So the thigh, femur bone, is firm in the socket. And what I like is the pressing of this foot into the wall helps me keep that femur in the socket. Whew. Wish we could repeat that. Okay, now release. Do Adho Mukha Virasana with a roll. I urge you to do this. You know, always have either a sticky mat or a blanket. I have one, and it's tied up with one of my yoga straps. So you're gonna put that, your elbows underneath that. The elbows on top. So I bring that there. You just get a bigger opening across this upper back where we worked so hard. So elbows on some support. A rolled sticky mat, a rolled blanket. Turn the palms to face each other. If you need more support under your head, you can take another blanket for your head, that's fine. Like that. Feel the release of your upper back. All right, now come up and get rid of that and take your first Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you do chair dog, that's fine as well. Place the hands, tuck the toes, press the hands down, lift and reach the arms back, reach the armpit chest, up and back, towards your waist, towards your hip crease. Reach the top of the waist, towards the buttock bones. Let your head just release through your arms. Be in the pose. Experience the pose. Where's your mind awareness? Shoulders deeper into your back. Reach the rib cage up. The hips up. The sides of your hips up, as if they could go to the ceiling. Turn in those inner upper arms, Sopo. Inner upper arms turning out. Inner upper arms turning out, outer upper arms moving in, and take that armpit chest up. It should stretch, you know, in downward dog, your armpit chest should get elongated. Okay, and then relax, come down, have a brick for Setu Bandha. We're gonna do it, we're gonna do Chatuspadasana at the beginning and at the end. So if you can't grab your ankles, please have a strap. So I'll show with a strap. And a brick. If you have any lower back issues, I am gonna ask you to try to straighten your legs. So you could have, you could have even this much height for your heels. And even Mike, I would say that would be good for you because of the hamstring issue. One thing I want you to get, and it's better if I talk about it when we're doing it, but it's that still in Setu Bandha, brick Setu Bandha, the hamstring has to pull up to that buttock crease strongly. So the first time I do it, I'll have my brick nearby and I'll have my strap. I'll show as if I couldn't reach my ankles. So I'm just going to put the strap across the front of the ankles like that. I tuck and roll a few times. I tuck the shoulders under. I turn the toes slightly in and I come up. So I tuck again and I pull strongly. I don't know if you can see. I'm pulling so much that my elbows are pushing into the floor
And I lift the back of the buttock up, back of the thigh up. Stay about 20, 30 seconds.
Then come down. And then when you do it again, you let go of the strap, put your brick in. Where did the time go? All those standing poses. You'll thank me tomorrow. Or the next day. All right, so if you've done one Chatuspadasana, the second time you do it, you place your brick, and you're going for straight legs. If you have lower back issues, please have support underneath the feet, the heels.
The brick position, you know, the way it sits on your sacrum is subjective. If you have a wider sacrum, it can be the wide way, narrower. You decide what your body needs. Tuck the shoulders and absolutely scrub the shoulder blades down towards your waist. Don't rest on your block. The legs are still working here. Pull all the muscles of the upper leg towards the hip sockets. Reach the inner leg to the big toe side. Outer leg, back of the thigh towards the hip socket. So in brick Setubandha, you don't just,
Hang the body over the brick. The legs are working, the shoulders press down. Okay, be there 30 more seconds. Where is your awareness? Extend the inner leg, big toe, calves to heel, but that hamstring to buttock. Okay, now bend your knees. Take a hold of your ankles, or you have your strap nearby. Now charge the back of your thighs and lift the buttocks as high as you can. Arch your spine in the opposite direction that the rest of the day is going to take it, which is mostly either, upright or slightly forward folded. Relax your neck and throat, facial muscles. Stamp. If you don't feel your back of your thighs working, lift your toes, all 10 toes up in the air, and lift that back of the thigh up. Nice. Okay, then slowly release from the top of the spine, the cervical, dorsal, thoracic, lumbar, sacral, down. Okay, I had a few more other poses in mind, but we are out of time. So just lay there in Shavasana and just take your creature comforts, your head support or your thigh, under the thigh support, whatever works for you. Okay, relax, let go, let loose everywhere. See that your feet aren't touching anything. It's like there's no end to where your legs can just release outward, and there's nothing stopping them. So what I said, I was going to try to explain a little bit more in depth. You know, oftentimes when I'm in Shavasana and the teacher, I'm very relaxed and comfortable, and the teacher brings some philosophy into the Shavasana, I often get it better because I'm so relaxed. I'm in a different part of my brain. I'm in a kind of the super intelligent part of my brain instead of the frontal brain that does all the, you know, critical, quick thinking that we have to do for everyday living. So I urge you to try to relax completely, and then let me try to explain this a little bit more. The severity of practice by itself is not the yardstick for measuring success. I'm going to repeat that. The severity of your practice, just by itself, measured by itself, is not the yardstick for measuring success. A pure mind and a right intention are absolutely necessary. Yoga must be done gradually. The yoga pose is not the goal. Becoming flexible or standing on your heads is not the goal. The goal is to create space where you were once stuck. To unveil layers of protection you have built around your heart to appreciate your body and become aware of your mind and the noise it creates. To make peace with who you are. The goal in your yoga practice is to love. Well, who? Yourself. Shift your focus and allow your heart to grow. First action is to love yourself. Right intention. Pure mind, right intention are absolutely necessary. Okay, guys. Let all your senses draw inward. Eyes not desiring to hear. My voice should feel like it's coming from a further distance. Withdraw inward. Find that pure heart, that right intention. Slowly and gradually open your eyes. Fold the limbs in one at a time. And roll gently to your right side with your head on some support. If you feel the need to stay in Shavasana for longer, you are certainly welcome to do that. Come up slowly, gradually. Sit up straight, mindfully. Bring your hands to your heart once again. In gratitude, devotion, and humility, bow your heads down. Namaste.